Welcome to Biomania. Today's topic is types of chemical reaction. Okay, so you can make notes while I teach. So let's begin. Types of chemical reaction. The first reaction we are taking is displacement reaction. We can understand displacement reaction with the help of one hypothetical equation like A plus BC giving rise to AB plus C. Here we see that A removes C from a compound BC and occupies its place to form a new compound AB. So this is a displacement reaction. Here is displacing the C and occupying its place here. Okay, we can understand this displacement reaction with the help of one activity. In this activity, we are taking two test tubes. A and B. In both the test tube, copper sulfate solution. 10 ml of copper sulfate solution, which is blue in color. We are taking 3 nails. These nails are made up of iron. These are iron nails which we are cleaning and taking it for this activity. After cleaning these nails, we are taking 2 nails and immersing these 2 nails in the copper sulfate solution of test tube B. Here we are immersing it. We are immersing these nails, which are clean iron nails, with the help of thread. With the help of thread, we are immersing these 2 nails in the test tube B. We are leaving them for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we take out these nails. Okay, and after taking out and we find that these 2 nails which are immersed in the copper sulfate solutions have become brown in color. Okay, and we compare this nail with the nail which we have kept aside. When we compare the color of solution of test tube A and B, we find that the color of the solution in B is no longer blue as it was earlier, but it has faded little compared to the solution in test tube A. So why these changes have occurred? These changes have occurred due to the displacement reaction. So now let's understand displacement reaction with the help of chemical reaction. We can understand this activity with the help of chemical equation. We have taken iron nails. So iron Fe, which is solid, and we have taken the solution of copper sulfate, so CuSO4. This is solution giving rise to FeSO4, which is aqueous, plus Cu, which is solid. When we go through this chemical equation, we find that Fe is displacing Cu. This is displacing Fe is displacing Cu to form a new compound FeSO4, and the copper is released separately. So this is a displacement reaction. Why? Because Fe is displacing Cu from SO4 to form ferrous sulfate. This is ferrous sulfate or iron sulfate. This is iron sulfate and this is copper sulfate. So from copper sulfate, a new compound is formed, iron sulfate, due to removal of copper from sulfate by the iron. By going through this reaction, we can understand or we can define displacement reaction as the reaction in which one element displaces or remove another element from a compound to form a new compound is called as displacement reaction. Now let's see double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. This reaction we can understand this double displacement reaction with the help of one hypothetical reaction like AB plus CD giving rise to AC plus BD. Okay. Here we find that AB, this AB is converted into AC. It means that the B is displacing C and C is displacing B. Okay, so there is double displacement. B is displacing C and C is displacing B to form AC and BD. Okay, so we can understand this double displacement reaction with the help of one reaction like Na2SO4, that is sodium sulfate plus BaCl2, that is barium chloride, giving rise to BaSO4, that is barium sulfate plus NaCl, that is sodium chloride, and this is aqueous. Sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride to form barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Here we find that this sodium is displaced by barium to form barium sulfate. On the other hand, this sulfate is displaced by chlorine to form sodium chloride. So there are double displacement, or we can say displacement is taking place twice. First, the sodium is displaced by barium. In the second displacement, the sulfate is displaced by chlorine. So you are getting new substance, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. So this is a double displacement reaction. So double displacement is the reaction in which there is the displacement, but it is taking place twice. So it is a double displacement. In the simple displacement reaction, only the displacement takes place once. But in double displacement reaction, the displacement takes place twice. And now let's see oxidation and reduction reaction. Oxidation and reduction. To understand oxidation and reduction, let's study one activity. In this activity, what we are doing, we are taking one china dish, and in that we are taking a copper powder and we are heating it. After heating, sometimes we find that a copper powder has a coating of black copper oxide. Now, why this black copper oxide coating is formed, we will understand this with the help of chemical equation. We have taken a copper powder. So 2CO, and we are heating it. We are heating it, it means we are providing it with oxygen, CuO. Okay, so when we go through this chemical equation, what we find that the copper is reacted with oxygen to form copper oxide. It means that the oxygen is added to copper to form copper oxide. So this is a oxidation reaction, where this is a oxidation reaction. It means that oxygen is added to a element to form a new compound or to form a oxide. So oxidation here is a reaction where element gains oxygen. When the element gains oxygen, it is a oxidation reaction. Here copper is gaining oxygen to form copper oxide. So this is a oxidation reaction. Now what is reduction reaction? We can understand reduction reaction with the same activity which we have done earlier. What we have done, we have taken a copper powder in a china dish and we have heated it and we got copper oxide. When hydrogen gas is passed through this copper oxide, hydrogen gas is passed through a copper oxide, a reverse reaction takes place. Here the reverse reaction takes place and we are getting free copper plus H2O. The reverse reaction takes place. It means that the copper oxide is again breaking and we are getting a simple copper and water. So here we see that the copper oxide is losing oxygen to form a free copper. So this is a reduction reaction. Reduction reaction. Here the copper is losing oxygen. Here it has gained the oxygen. So it is an oxidation reaction. In this reaction it is losing oxygen. So it is a reduction reaction. So reduction reaction where element loses oxygen. Oxidation reaction where element gains oxygen, and in reduction reaction is the reaction where the element loses oxygen. Now let's see what is redox reaction. Redox reaction. Redox reaction means reduction and oxidation taking place together. Okay, we can understand this with the help of this reaction, that CuO plus H2 giving rise to Cu plus H2O. Okay, here we find that the copper oxide is losing oxygen to form a copper. It means this is a reduction reaction. And here hydrogen is gaining oxygen. So this is a oxidation reaction. Okay. So redox reaction means where oxidation and reduction taking place together. Here CuO is forming Cu, means copper oxide is forming copper. So this is a reduction reaction because CuO is losing oxygen and H2O is gaining oxygen. So this is a oxidation reaction. So redox reaction is a reaction in which oxidation and reduction is taking place together. We can put oxidation and reduction in the terms of gaining and losing hydrogen and oxygen. It is like this. Oxidation, substance gains oxygen or loses H2. Okay. Reduction, substance says loses oxygen or gains hydrogen. So I hope you would have understood oxidation and reduction. Oxidation, substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen, and reduction where the substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen. I hope you would have understood displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, and oxidation and reduction reaction. Okay. If you have got any problem, you can ask me in the comment section. So here we finish our today's video. We will meet in the next video and we will start with a new topic. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Take care.